Alright, YouTube. Today is the start of the Raptor swap for 2011 F150. So I'll just give you guys kind of a brief rundown of everything I've got now. I think should be everything, but I'm sure it's not, and I'm sure I'll run into something halfway through the swap while the truck's torn apart. I'll remember I need something. Disclaimer, probably don't. This is probably wrong, but we'll see. I think this should be the most stuff. I'm gonna try and use the factory spindles, and I'm gonna hope for the best. And if that doesn't work, I will be trying to source some Raptor spindles. But for now, I'll walk you through what I got. So I'll just start up front. We got new lower shock bolts, motocross stuff, so it's kind of fun. But so new of those. Move over here, we got SPC camber plates. This is not the heavy duty setup from them. It is just basic 4 alignment. So if I ever start using the truck hard, I can always upgrade later, but for now that'll work good. Moving up a little bit, we got OEM Raptor lowers. I just cleaned them up last weekend and they came out pretty good. One was already clean, so I cleaned one of these up. But they got new lower ball joints, so we'll see. Who knows how many miles are on them, but that worked for now. Moving up, we got new outers and new inners. Motorcraft outers, Moog inners, because why not? We got new, just factory style uppers. Someday I will upgrade to, Cambergs. I really like their billet arms, but tubular would be fine. But for now, just to get the truck started, these will be a good start. So move up here, we got Raptor brake lines. Raptor brake lines. Over here we got the OEM Raptor IWE lines. So I was just gonna extend them and call it a day, but the guy I bought most of this stuff from was actually doing a Raptor swap. So he had all like brake lines and IWE lines and stuff like that. And up there you can even see he gave me wheel spacers, which for the rear, of course, I don't know. They're 2-inch, they're bore, so they're good, but we'll see. But I move over here, we got CV axles that will definitely break if I ever put the truck in 4-wheel drive, but they were cheap. They'll get axles on there for now. Move kind of over to the middle, we got the rear shocks. The guy I bought them from had them rebuilt. He had the Schraders added, which is cool, and he even gave me a nitrogen tank and a no loss gauge, so kind of cool stuff to add to the garage. But he did clean them up and wrapped them in like fork, like what they use on dirt bike forks, just like a protective film, and so that's cool. They don't have stickers on them right now. I have Fox stickers for the reservoirs. The internal bypass sticker I am not going to run because it's like $11 a sticker, so I just got it for the front. So the rears will just have it on the reservoir. Yeah, that's about it with those. They're pretty clean. Like I said, rebuilt, so it's kind of nice. They can just get thrown on, and I checked the pressure and it looks like they're holding, so pretty good there. And then I think the last thing is going to be the front struts. They're of course disassembled right now, but I just finished cleaning these things up once again. I have the Schraders added and rebuilt and everything like that. But when I got these, the guy had these the lower collars painted black. As you can see why, because they're pretty beat up. But I like the look of the blue, even if it's beat up, better than black spray paint. So what else? So these, I do have them set on top perch. I'm sure some people will freak out, and we'll see if it even works. with the angles and stuff like that. But my kind of theory or thoughts behind that are I was gonna go mid-perch, but looking at some other guys, it makes the truck sit almost level or even a little bit raked like the F150 body. So I'm gonna go top perch, and hopefully it gives it not like a squat, but just a little bit of a lean, make the truck visually look level or a little bit leaned. No rake. I can't stand the rake. So that's one reason why I want to do the top perch. But another reason is I don't have a sway bar. I'll work on getting one in the future if this doesn't work, but I'm hoping, since they'll be on top perch, they'll be more preloaded, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get away with no sway bar. But, you know, worst come to worst, I'll get a sway bar. I just want to get everything on there, get the truck aligned, see how it, you know, handles. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, I'll have to look for a sway bar, so be it. Up here, this is just, of course, the rest of the front, but just OEM coils, cleaned them up pretty good. And then there's actually new top hats, so which is cool. New spacers, old isolators, but new top hats, and of course new spacers, which is pretty cool. So that's everything I have. Is that everything that's actually going to be needed? You know, probably not. The main thing is the spindles. I don't know if some people, I know for sure on the 04 to 08s you can use the factory spindles if you cut the steering stop, but some people say you can on the 09 to 14. Some people say the Raptor's knuckle is unique, which I'm sure it is, but I'm hoping to get me rolling, the OEM one will work, and I'll be able to just take the knuckle with the wheel bearing, and I'll leave the rotor and everything like that on it, and it'll just come off as one unit, and I can put it back on as one unit. So I'm hoping this will be everything, but I'll run you guys through when I actually start the swap on the truck. Kind of, I'm not gonna record the whole thing, but I'll throw in some little pieces here and there. But that's yeah, that's what I got. So hopefully everything goes to plan, but we'll see. All right, so I'm back about a week later. Last weekend is when I originally did the walk around of the Raptor stuff, and I pretty much finished it up last weekend. Monday, Tuesday, after work, I bled the brakes and finished up a couple things. And Wednesday, I drove it to work. I thought I was going to get it aligned, but I was not able to. They said they couldn't align it, so I'm going to have to schedule an alignment appointment with a custom shop, which is whatever. So I'll work on that this week. But yeah, the truck is pretty much done. I just have the rear shocks and maybe spacers over there, but I'll do a full walk around of the truck once it's actually complete. This will just kind of be like the parts video. But I just want to show that everything I had in the original clip was all I ended up needing. I used factory spindles, no sway bar, and from the little bit I drove it, it seems like no sway bar is gonna be okay if I keep it on top perch. So for now we're good. And stock spindles were fine. So just, you can see down here, old struts, got the old sway bar, old lowers, uppers, old IWE line up on top left. The only thing not here is the brake lines because they're wet. So those are outside, but everything came apart pretty good. So I will be keeping my old inners because they're fine, and they're identical to the Raptor inner, same part number. Well, I believe it's the same part number. They're the same length. So yeah, just kind of, like I said, I'll show the truck more once it's a little bit more done. I'll do kind of a full walk around. But everything I had in the original clip, like I said, is all I needed. I'm not saying that's all you'll need, but for me, it worked out. And the truck's technically driving. I got to dial in the alignment a little more myself before I go get it actually aligned. The camber's pretty off on the driver's side, So I'm gonna work on that. But I got the toe dialed in pretty much perfect, which I'll have to adjust after I readjust the camber. But the toe was great. It drove perfectly straight to work when I drove it on Wednesday. So yeah,